Hey guys, Michael here with ProjectFreedomNetwork.com, and I wanted to make another quick video to, I guess, offer some tips regarding how to get a job at Bath& Body Works. So, for those of you who may have seen my prior video, I left some really general tips that would apply to this video too. Go back and check that video, but then this video I wanted to include maybe some a little bit more specific information. And I was with the Bath and Body Works for about 5 years total, and I've interviewed probably thousands of applicants for part-time positions, full-time positions, and I learned a lot. And then obviously I've interviewed as an applicant at various companies in my entire life, and I've learned things along the way. And so if you're watching this video, chances are that you want to learn how to get a job at Bath & Body Works, either yourself or as a part-time job, earn some extra money, or maybe a full-time job, or maybe you're looking for a job for someone else. Not uncommon. Or you're also just wanting to kind of figure out what makes getting a job at Bath & Body Works a little trickier than most. So here it is. First, same tip still applies, be prepared. But in this instance, I would encourage you to be prepared with more company-specific information related to maybe the environment of the center. It was always nice to know when potential employees would tell me, what they, why do you want to work here? It's because they're going to ask you that, but you got to be smart about the answer. Don't say when you're asked, why do you want to work here, the environment of the store. I would encourage you not to do that because everyone says that, so it's already out of the gate, you're not original. One thing you could do, I've heard, is telling the interviewer that, this is a great mall. I love working or I love shopping in this center, and I just thought, how cool would it be to, earn money in a place that I spend money? Keep it kind of fun and lighthearted. But that was another simple idea to kind of turn it around instead of saying, the store environment. Secondly, another specific tip is obviously you don't have to be a you don't have to know the product necessarily to be successful in that environment. And I say that is because when I first started, I wasn't ever a customer of Bath & Body Works. Does it help? Yes. But it's not required, should I say. But one way to combat that during the interview process is be a quick study. That's what I would encourage you to do, because they may ask you to try some products or maybe bring with you some products to explain why it's your favorite during the interview. And if you don't have a favorite and if you're not familiar with the brand, don't say that. Just quickly find a favorite, right, and go with it. I would keep that information with you and hold it tight, because no one needs to know that you have no clue what you're talking about or you've not ever been into a Bath & Body Works store before, but quickly decide, this is my favorite, and own it and say this is why, and here's what I have to say about it. But then also have a point of view. Don't if you've ever shopped in a Bath & Body Works store, you know that the employees, at least they should have a personality, just like you would, going to most retail stores, they should have somewhat of a personality. So I expect you to have that same type of personality during the interview process. So whether it be, whether it's be having a point of view in your answers, whether you can share instances where you've learned certain things in your life, overcame certain obstacles, or certain beliefs that you hold strong to yourself. Things of that nature would be great to share during the interview process. If you have a pet peeve that's a positive, share that in the interview. So, for example, if you hate shopping in stores where no one says hello to you, or no one comes to check in with you, share that in the interview, because that's an important pet peeve to have in retail America, and they would love to know that. Also, what would be helpful is to always smile, always make eye contact. Those are small tips, but also don't be so fidgety. I know that's one thing, that because you're nervous, don't be fidgety. Relax, take a deep breath. If you have to ask for a second, to group your and get and think of an idea or think of an answer to your question, say it. I respect people who tell me that, hey, I need that's a great question. Give me a moment. I just need to think of the perfect example. Got it. Okay. And just gives you that extra 5 seconds to think before you talk. And because you may end up giving an example that you may regret sharing, or maybe an example that doesn't put your best foot forward. So, additionally, have references prepared. A lot of places are asking for references now of people who can speak to your past performance, whether it be somewhere you volunteered, whether it be somewhere you helped in school, whether it's any kind of charitable or non-charitable organization that you've worked in before, but anyone who would speak to your character, essentially, and you don't want to put your best friends, you don't want to put your relatives, because they're going to speak very highly of you, unless, of course, you've worked with them in some kind of capacity where it's shown your work ethic. Then that would be okay. Additionally, some other helpful tips to help you secure or find how to get a job at Bath & Body Works is be passionate about the brand, be passionate about the products, be passionate about customer service. That was always huge when I knew that someone was maybe not necessarily passionate about the product because they're unfamiliar with it, but they were passionate about people. That was great, because ultimately you're selling product, you're selling the company brand, and so you want to make sure that you're passionate about that. And those people who were passionate about people then in return became passionate about the product rather quickly. So that's another key thing, is know what you're getting into. You are going to be selling. You are going to be adding on products. You are going to be asked to set certain sales goals for yourself. They don't work on commission, but they do have high expectations for you in regards to selling. But it's a cool thing, because you're not actually hard selling. It's the way to which you're going about selling is very indirect and more personalized way about going to connect and sell. But ultimately, they're there to make profits, and anyone they hire, they want to see profits from that person from day one. So don't be nervous, don't be shy. Be confident in what you can do and the skills that you have, and go from there. And so but be prepared about what you're getting into, because that always shocked me when I hired someone and they said, "Oh my God, I didn't realize how much selling I was going to do." I'm like, "Really? Like, hello, we're a business. Like, you should know that from the get-go." So just be mindful of that. So I hope those tips have helped you. If you're curious about what the other tips were in the other video, I suggest that you click on that link below. And those are just some insights from a former manager who has had a lot of experience. And if you gain any value in that information, comment or subscribe. I was able to successfully step away from that environment. Not only just Bath & Body Works, but the whole retail corporate America this year, that I couldn't be more excited to work from home. What retail corporate America has taught me, the skills that I've learned, I still apply in my business now. It's just they're different outcomes, or different systems or strategies, but the skills are essentially the same. And I am so excited that I was able to step away from retail corporate America and work from home and earn the same amount of money, and potentially now even more than that, and spend time with my family. And that's one of the things that I knew I never got working in retail, is the work-life balance. I was always working nights and weekends, and it sucked, but I did what I had to do. And now that I've stepped away from that and found an industry and a business that I no longer have to do that, God, it's awesome. So if you're interested to know more about what I do or how you can do the same, click on projectfreedomnetwork.com, and we'll get you hooked up with that system. So take care, guys. Until next time, bye for now.